I'm here with Tate Stevens. He's the winner of Season 2 of The X Factor, and we actually have a lot of mutual friends. We're from minutes apart from each other.
Yeah.
You're from Belton, I grew
Yeah.
up in Raymore.
Right.
So all these years later, our paths crossed again. We're here in Virginia at the Suffolk Peanut Festival. A lot of people think that when you win a reality show such as The X Factor that you're just an overnight success, but rarely that's the case, and certainly not in your situation. Actually, for several years, you were singing, songwriting, touring with several different bands. Tell me
Right.
about the Tate Stevens before The X Factor.
I graduated high school and went on the road trying to make it in the music business, and we were out for about 5 years, doing everything we could to make it, and it didn't work for whatever reason. So we came home and got a real job, started working, playing music on the side. I always kept playing music because it's really a big part of my life. So I started doing that, and then my wife and kids they're the reason that I auditioned for the X Factor. They actually signed me up without me even knowing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So and it was something I wouldn't have done. I'm not that kind of person to definitely go on TV and do anything like that. So and we won. So
yeah, the rest is history. So I mean, you did your time. You put in your hard work. Certainly not an overnight success story.
No, definitely not.
But your life did change overnight. So tell me about the moment that you were standing there on stage with Carly Rose and Claire, finale night, and they announced your name. What was going through your head, and what were you feeling at that exact moment they called your name?
It was very intense. That was it was an intense thing, and knowing that I had a chance to win, it was between her and I. It's a blessing. It really is a blessing, and now I get to do what I truly love to do every night, and it's awesome. So the feeling it was just a feeling of relief. It was a feeling of kind of validation. Like
exactly.
I've worked all these years, and people see, and that was very cool.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because I can imagine a feeling of validation that everything you've done up to that point, the sacrifices you made, the time you spent away from your family, that hey, I really am special. I really do have what it takes to make it big time.
And not only that, it just speaks volumes for the country music fans in this country. I mean, because I'm a country music fan, I think I can speak for us. It just we are the most giving and gracious fans, and they're the reason I'm here. So I can't thank them enough. And so each time when we go out, I get to thank them in person. It's awesome.
That's awesome. And I mean, that was one of the reasons that people really were attracted to you and loved you, because your humility, you're down to earth, that Midwestern country boy attitude, never taking anything for granted. So what are you up to these days? Obviously you're touring around. We're here at the Suffolk Peanut Festival. What's like a day in the life for you right now?
Really, it depends. If we're out, when we're out on tour, we get to the venue and set up, sound check, and kind of we get to hang out a little bit, and then we're doing press or we're doing some things, and then we go perform, and you get on the bus and try to go to bed and wake up in the next town and do it again. We're starting to slow down. This time of year we get to slow down a little bit and get home. I mean, there was several months where we were averaging about a day a week home. So
that's nice.
Yeah,
you get to go back, spend time with your wife.
Yeah, and I get to go to Ray-Beck football games now. My son plays football, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
You played football, right?
Yes,
for Belton Pirates. Yeah, so we were like rivals back in the day.
Oh yeah.
How weird is it now that your son actually plays for the Panthers?
It was a little weird. I mean, it took me a while to buy my first Ray-Beck stuff, but it's he's doing really good, and he loves it, and so he's a Panther, so we support it.
Panthers, go Panthers. Yeah. We've converted you. We pulled you to the dark side. Tate, last question. What advice do you have for aspiring singer-songwriters who are a little bit older? They're not in their teens or whatever, who maybe want to follow in your footsteps?
The thing that I would say, and it's just kind of worked for me. You stay true to who you are. Stay true to what you do and who you are, and being yourself and being real. That shows up. So I've always been this way. I've always stayed true to what I do. I love country music, and I love that lifestyle and the whole thing. So that's what we do.
Yeah, we're really excited to hear you perform today. So thanks for chatting with me, Tate.
Well, thanks for doing it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the rest of you, make sure that you're tuning in every Wednesday and Thursday night to Fox 43 to see who wins X Factor this year.